Which one of you sneezed? Hello there. As you can see, my dyeing experiment didn't turn out quite right. I ended up using the entire bottle of dye, and they still turned out very light gray. Now, it may just be that it was the wrong kind of dye. RIT does make a dye specifically for synthetics, and I expect these are about as synthetic as you can get. So I've put in an order for some of that, and we'll give it another try later. But I've decided to carry on with the project anyway. First, we are going to decorate the vase. Helping me today is Princess Posy and her little bee friends. They will be controlling the table camera, which ordinarily would not be in the shot, but I do this all at once, so we can see what's going on both sides. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is put one of these fancy stickers on it. If I can get it off without tearing it. Like to do is just kind of line that up. Along there. And then could use another one. Other things I would like to put on here are some little bees. These larger bees my husband got me at one point because he knows I like bees. The smaller ones I just seen and thought, well, I can have two sizes of bees. So where should I put my bees? There you go. Now for filler, and to give it a bit of weight, I suppose the usual thing is to use that green stuff, that foam green stuff, but I really hate the texture of it. And also, as long as my vase is already black, white, and yellow, I'm going to use something red. These little plastic, glass, whatever they are, little hard pellets, and that will give my vase some color and some weight so that it doesn't tip over once I've got all these flowers in. And like I said in the dyeing video, I wanted to do this in the colors of the magnum opus. So, black, white, yellow, red. Now, the main thing with a bouquet is that you want it to look full. This is trickier when you're only using single flowers to try to make it look bigger. But with these dollar store flowers, they practically come as bouquets themselves. Let me see how I like that. You to be a little lower. Turn in the sun. There. I want it to be up a little more. The other thing with these false flowers, bend the stems and they stay in place. You want it to be up a little better. Now, many cultures use black, white, red, and yellow. They're some of the more common dyes to make, and they're quite bold colors, but I tend to go with the alchemy theme. So, is that about where I want it? There we go. Now I just need to find somewhere to put this in my very crowded craft dungeon. Well, pretty as these dove gray flowers are, they're not the black I wanted. But in the meantime, my synthetic dye came in, and I figure that these plants are very synthetic, so we'll see if this works a little better. The color is unfortunately graphite and not black, but hopefully it'll at least be darker, and we'll see how well the synthetic dye works on these fake flowers. So once again, I'm giving my flowers a little pre-soak to make sure the dye gets into all the little nooks and crannies. And once again, I'm using the hottest water that I can. This time the directions only call for a teaspoon of dishwashing liquid. And I will be using about half the bottle since I don't have all that many flowers. But we'll see how that turns out. That a little stir. Now, eyes. Here's the last one. And once again, this will take about a half hour of constant stirring to see how that turns out. It doesn't look super promising right at this very moment, but we'll see how it does in time. Well, as you can see, experiment number 2 with the synthetic dye didn't quite turn out. It's a little darker than it was, but it's still not the black of my dreams. Now, what it did do was turn the actual plastic bits, the little yellow centers, and the little green bits that hold it to the stem, those turned black, but not the white flowers. Oh well. There are always more flowers, and there are always more brands of dye.